Hello, my name is Clive Gross and welcome to Hastings Pier on this glorious sunny day. I am the election agent for Nicholas Wilson, who is running in Hastings and Rye as an independent candidate at the forthcoming general election. And basically here we are now, 3 weeks away from polling day, more or less, it will take a few days. And we were saying earlier, to me, it all seems fairly quiet and low-key so far. What's your impressions of your first time out running a general election?
Well, it's certainly very quiet and low-key as far as I'm concerned, because the press just don't want to know about my campaign. And that's presumably because my campaign is about the corruption in the press as well.
And you are the only person, as far as we know, in the whole of the UK running on an anti-corruption ticket?
Yeah, just so far as I'm aware. It's not generally known. I mean, the problem I've got is I'm campaigning on issues which affect everybody, but people don't know about it because the press is corrupt and they don't report it. So my big campaign over the years has been against HSBC fraud. What people don't seem to know was the head of the BBC for a long time, until this April, in fact, was Rona Fairhead, who was an HSBC director. So the BBC were not reporting any crimes about HSBC around the world. And it's the same with, I spend my time exposing. The Guardian is the biggest recipient of ad revenue from HSBC of all the UK for online content, for all the UK papers. And in fact, just yesterday I was reading an article about vaping, because I vape. And right in the middle of the article was an advert for HSBC. Now, people tell me the Guardian did write a very good article about me in January about the
success that you had with
when HSBC agreed to repay £4 million as a result of my campaign. But what they do is they report press releases from the FCA, and that's safe for them to do that. And HSBC advertises in the paper, because the paper sells, because it's got stories. So but they don't investigate. They don't expose it. And I've been telling the Guardian for years about the corruption that's going on with HSBC and the press and the government and the BBC and the security services, and nothing.
So you describe yourself as a whistleblower. Whistleblowing is a really important part of a functioning and healthy democracy, and yet whistleblowers are being, derided, undermined, constantly made to look like fringe conspiracy theorist figures. How are you finding being able to put your points across? I mean, that is election campaign, and otherwise, are you finding that experience? Is that your experience you're having in being undermined in general to what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely, and nothing changes. I mean, as we've seen in news recently, Barclays, the head of Barclays, tried to find out the identity of a whistleblower, and he's got into big trouble because of it. And recently we had a court hearing of the Dr. Chris Dane, took the government to court because he was not protected as the NHS told him as a junior doctor. He was not protected because he wasn't presumably employed by the NHS or something. Anyway, he took the government to court and thankfully was successful about that. But it's a major problem in the NHS, and also in the NHS, as happened with me. When I was sacked for blowing the whistle, I entered into a compromise agreement with my firm, who actually act for the NHS as well, and produce compromise agreements for NHS people. And the compromise agreement includes a gagging clause. So if I breach the confidentiality agreement, then I have to pay back any of the. I mean, I've breached it for years and I haven't paid back a penny, and I wouldn't. But it's dangerous because it shuts down any debate or exposure about wrongdoing and criminality, and in health service, potential death.
Yes, well, that's the thing. We've seen so many cases in the NHS of things going wrong, treatments going wrong, hospitals going into special measures because things haven't been kept up to the right standard. So, I mean, I think this is one of the points really with the campaign is this issue affects everyone's lives. Everyone who uses the NHS, anyone who goes to a school in this country, anyone who goes to a child at school in this country is affected by the kind of corruption you're talking about. So you want to bring in, one of your policies to bring in legislation if you get the opportunity to protect whistleblowers?
The existing legislation is the Public Interest Disclosure Act, which in my view is fairly useless. I mean, the problem that I've had with whistleblowing is I haven't really blown the whistle yet, because you have to blow the whistle to a regulator. they're called a prescribed person. Now I did. I've been listed to the Services Regulatory Authority, and I've grown it to the Financial Services Authority, Financial Services Authority, which became the Financial Conduct Authority, and I've blown the whistle to the Legal Services Board, I've blown the whistle to the City of London Police, I've blown the whistle to the Serious Fraud Office. None of these people have done anything about it. I mean, the HSBC only agreed to pay this £4 million, I think, to shut me up and to keep me happy. But the true figure is actually more like £100 million, and there is nobody doing anything about it.
So it's not just protecting whistleblowers, but it's then making the authorities having to take that seriously and having to then follow up the investigation.
So my proposal would be to have a central register that was independent of the government and independent of any corporate interest. And where people could go and record their concerns about some wrongdoing before they've told anybody. So it would be date stamped, and there would be a record of them having reported it. And then, when they blow the whistle, if there is any detriment to their employment or any other aspect or regulators, or if there's any detriment to that person because they do it, that will be a criminal offence. Because they've already lodged, even if what they're lodging turns out to be mistaken, if it's a genuine belief that
as long as it's not malicious.
As long as it's not malicious or designed to you see, there's a problem in America, they pay huge rewards. Yes. I mean, if I was in America, I would have got 20% of that £4 million. But we don't have that, and I'm not totally convinced that's a good idea. But I do think it would be a good idea to have a central register where people can record their concerns.
Great, thank you.